In today's world, technology has advanced in years, and it has led to a change in the way we eat, the way we interact with those around us, the way we travel, and many other alterations in our lives. Technological advancements have helped companies and businesses save time, reduce production costs, as well as gain competitive advantage. One such advantage taken by today's writers is self-publishing. Now, there are endless opportunities and possibilities for aspiring authors to write, publish a book, and share it with the world. It is completely within your grasp whether you wish to experience traditional publishing or explore the self-publishing world. So let's first understand what is the difference between self-publishing and traditional publishing. In the traditional method, a publisher offers a contract to the author to print, publish, and sell their books through sellers and retailers. On the other hand, self-publishing is the method of publishing in which the author controls the entire process, including design, price, distribution, and marketing. It is perhaps the biggest decision that the authors have to make after they are done with their manuscripts, that whether they should seek an agent and find a publisher or to self-publish. There are several advantages of self-publishing over traditional publishing. Thousands of manuscripts are submitted to agents and publishers, and only few of them are actually selected to publish through self-publishing. The world is now moving towards self-publishing, and it saves authors from facing constant rejections and saves them the time of finding an agent. Authors have complete control of the process through self-publishing, and they have to decide how the editing must be done, whether the title should be changed or not, and they are also in control of the future editions of their books and other stages as well. Furthermore, authors get greater financial rewards through self-publishing in comparison to traditional publishing. And this is one of the most important reasons why self-publishing is gaining so much popularity. To learn more on this topic, you can visit our training on the different types of publishing. So without further ado, here are 10 things that an author needs to know about the self-publishing world. So let's start with our first point. That is your social media presence. Social media has proven to be a great asset for today's writers. It helps in finding readers, creating excitement about the release of your book, and building a community that will support you in the years to come. Authors can build a fan page, interact with readers, and also post photos, announce events about their book, and provide links to their other social media networks on Facebook or on Instagram. Twitter is another great place where you can find influential people in your field, participate in chats, research topics, and connect with experts from around the globe. You can also post videos through YouTube and join book-loving communities on platforms like Goodreads. Blogging is also a great way to increase your social media presence, and you can post new ideas, surveys, engage in conversations with commentators through your blog post. The second point is editing your book. In order for a book to stand out in the crowd, it needs to be in perfect condition. This is where editing comes into play. No matter how much attentive a writer is while writing, there would still be errors, typos, and factual mistakes in their book. To get it ready for publication, one can hire a freelance editor. Finding an editor is not impossible, but it does require a bit of research. You can also interact with other authors, ask about their experience with their editors, and take their suggestion and their recommendations. You can then contact 2 or 3 editors, talk to them about your book as well as the fees they would charge to actually edit your book. The third is find someone to help. While self-publishing, authors should know at the beginning whether they can do everything by themselves or rely on professionals to help them in some stages, since it can be an overwhelming task. This is where the partnership publishing comes in. I will talk about it in detail in our later trainings. But for this training, let's stick to where we are. To do so, you need to know your strength as well as your budget, and not to mention your time. The best way to work within a budget is to prioritize. Hiring an editor, a professional cover designer, and a typesetter would automatically bring an edge to your book and give it the best chance at success right from the start. You should also keep in mind that in order to take your book to the events and public appearances, you should present its best version and a professional one, and find experts who can help you in doing so. Study your competition. In self-publishing, keeping tabs on the competition is very important, and it helps in gaining competitive intelligence. It is necessary for authors to find out their competitors, study and analyze them, and keep up with them to compare and contrast the niche for their book. Investigating by looking closely at authors and books of a particular genre is a great strategy that can help you in brainstorming ideas and bring something fresh to your audience, to your readers per se. It will also save you from inadvertently writing something that might be similar to something that had already been written, or something that had not been taken very well by the audience. You need to know your readers. When authors become self-publishers, they are not only the creative artist but also the business person. And this is where researching the readers comes in play. Being an author, you must know where the potential readers hang out and whether there are blogs and communities where discussions about similar types of book takes place. Another best platform to interact with readers is the author's blog. A blog comes with many other advantages. You can post SEO-friendly articles to draw traffic to your website, run surveys, question and answer sessions, and track your visitors' demographics. Then comes whether a print book or ebook. So let's understand the difference between these two. Some books are better when they are printed, some are better digitally, and many look good in both versions. These days, many authors get straight to publishing an ebook instead of print book sometimes, although it is a great strategy for beginners to get feedback easily for their work. But if you want to create a brand surrounding your book, it is highly recommended to have both the ebook and the print version published. Publishing ebooks sometimes helps in reducing time as well as expenses, so authors can get all the work done by themselves. However, if you are an author of instructional books, then you should keep in mind that readers like to have these books next to them on their desk or tables to make note or to use them as references. See, having a physical version of a book is a lot worthy than just a ebook. Understanding your ISBN. So this is very common. I get asked this question a lot of the time, that what is ISBN, where can I get that? Well, the ISBN stands for International Standard Book Number, and it is a system to identify books by assigning a unique number for different editions of a single book. If your book is published as an ebook or paperback or a hardcover, each of them need to be assigned a separate ISBN since they are 3 different versions. Ebook come in 3 different formats such as Kindle, EPUB, and PDF, and each require its own ISBN. Although it is not necessary to assign an ISBN to a Kindle edition, authors can get an ISBN for their books for free from Amazon or by paying for one. However, it is better to buy an ISBN than getting a free one, especially when you wish to keep the complete authority, wishes to change the printer or keep the authority of your book. Now comes the budget creation. The cost of publishing a book depends on a lot of variables. Contrary to popular belief, self-publishing isn't entirely free. Authors do have to spend money even if they do all the work by themselves. Although publishing an ebook costs lesser than the printed versions, it is always better to pay and publish a book that looks actually professional as well as gets good attention than to pay nothing and not sell even a 1 copy of your book. Even those with a great story per se. Authors who are working within a budget can spend smartly by paying for the different aspects of publishing like editing, formatting, and designing, and then go for low-cost marketing tactics that cost next to nothing and still works wonder for the books. Work on your book cover. I'm sure you have heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, that doesn't hold true when it comes to your book. The book cover is the first thing that the world sees, and this is why authors should not leave any stone unturned when designing the cover of their book. It proves to be the most important tool while marketing, and so there are many key points that an author needs to remember, such as keeping the cover very simple. Many times, authors try to fit everything from their book into their cover, and that actually ruins the best chance of selling their book. You should look at other books in the same genre as yours to get familiar with what's selling the most in the market. Also, it is not necessary for different editions of a single book to have the same cover. Furthermore, it is highly recommended for authors to hire experienced graphic designers instead of designing the cover themselves. Because your cover is the first thing that will help your buyers decide, help your readers decide whether to get your book or not. Then comes the marketing. The real work for authors starts when they have to get out upfront, spread the word about their books, and grab as many eyeballs as possible. There are many creative ways to sell your books. You can post articles on different sites, hold book signings, and connect with fans through social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also send out press releases for better distribution and write guest posts on other blogs to increase the attention for your books. Some activities that authors pay for the marketing of their books include entering their books in the competitions and using pay-per-click for targeted traffic to send targeted traffic to your website or the idea behind these activities is to get people interested in the subject matter of your book rather than bluntly asking them to buy your book or just like it on Facebook. So in conclusion, self-publishing is a great way when done in the right way and can make authors successful without any hassle. But the authors should know that the secret to book marketing is an awesome story. And with this, I hope you now have clarity about the most important elements of publishing a book and becoming an author. To your success, my name is Sushmita and thanks so much for joining me on today's session. I will see you with yet another training and awesome learning sometime next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.